Hello everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking on Darkness 45 with this Avron build I got cooking here. It's kind of a hybrid of the tank build plus the champion build, like the DPS paladin. I'll leave it here for a second so you guys can see. Basically what we're doing is we're getting a little bit of armor and reduced damage taken here, and then a ton of reduced damage taken from Vanguard, Riposte, and Avenger. And then we also get outflanked so we can dash a lot more. Avenger is going to give us Exalted constantly. We can upgrade our blessings to Master passively without having it on gear, which is nice. And we get 12% damage for every 100 armor we have. We have 296 or something right now, so we're going to want to pick up armor from Justice, which is going to be the only god that's kind of required for this build. Everything else we can kind of do what we want. Part of me thinks about swapping this over to Consecration because we are a power heavy build, but I'm testing this one out first. And then obviously Champion is just an insane amount of damage. So that combined with some nutty gear is going to carry us, starting with this Crusader sword here. It's unique mythic, tier 2. It does a lot of damage, it attacks fast. And whenever we hit something, it has a chance to apply Smited to it, which is the thing that stuns it, does a little bit of damage. And make ourselves Exalted, which, as I think we went over here, Exalted means we get 100% attack damage for like a certain number of, for 2.5 seconds. We have this terrible tier 1 necklace still here, but it's extra master offers, which is important because we need high master and legend offers so that we can reliably get inner peace to survive and tank. I have this absolutely godly chest piece. I don't know if I'll ever find a better one. We'll see. It's got a lot of life, extra heals, which is what we want. Expert offers is maxed, and enemies deal 20% less damage to us. HP on our helmet, HP and armor, that power damage on our jewel, and adept offers, and then a little bit of power damage. This is like a little bit of everything. I can improve this. We're using the gauntlet, which is insane for pull areas and more master offers. And Bigfoot for more percent life, area movement speed, having more HP, scales, inner peace, and Black Lamp, of course, for master and legend offers, plus rerolls and alterations, and an ally. It's like everything you want. So I did this run earlier, and I had to scrap the recording. We did that one on, I think I did on 35 or 40 or something, because the audio was like goofed. Unfortunately, you know what? We could just start with rampaging attack. I'm not opposed to it. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, the only requirement to what we're doing is that we get inner peace. So we have to have justice. We don't even want Lei Gong, to be honest, because it makes us take more damage. I mean, I guess we're taking God of War and we're getting really offensive now, but that's fine. Nin is also pretty incredible here. I'm totally fine with like Nin, Crom, Justice as a build. I think it works really well. I do want better than Adept if I can get it. I'm being greedy here. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna take Mountainous Might and hope we end up with a master offer Earth Spike. Earth Spike is incredibly overtuned right now, and I know for a fact it's getting a nerf bat. Devs have said so, so enjoy it while you can. Oh, we didn't have to roll for it. That's nice. So Radiance is one of the powers we want. It's just an aura that's going to deal a lot of damage. Reprisal, maybe. Celestial Wings, probably not. Maybe. I guess since we have Crom, we can use Charge. Charge is one of the better dashes. But we're going to be just an absolute monster here. So part of the reason why is because we have an 85% chance for legend offers and 27 for master. So we're actually more likely than not to find inner peace within so many levels or so many rolls of justice showing up. I think Quake is probably one of the better legendary casts we can get as well. If this was the attack one that I just talked about, the Stone Strike or whatever, I would have taken it over Quake, but since Quake is there, it's fine. We got Cursed, that's great. So Aberon can only use, he gets like a nice variety. He's like not a summoner at all, but then you get 2 strikes, 2 casts, and 4 powers. It's pretty like, it's pretty well set up for this guy. Now, obviously you can, well, maybe not so obviously, the patch is still new. There is a lot of gear that I found that allows you to have extra slots. So the slots aren't as limiting as you might expect. And you also really don't level up enough to really make use of all of it. All right, there's Expert Earth Strike. At some point, we'll probably take Rock Hands too, because it is hilarious, and I haven't shown it off yet, unless you watch the stream. But if you're just watching the regular videos, then it's time. You know what? Speaking of which, I need to let Nin's thing play out. I haven't really talked about the Earth Mother and her thickness next time she shows up. This is an easy rampaging attack. Followed up by another easy rampaging attack. Yeah, we're doing a chunk of damage right now. One of the better things of this update is basic attacks being good. We want heal percentage. The reason why is because of Inner Peace, which was moved to a legendary skill, or a legendary blessing, and probably the best blessing in the game right now, honestly. The way everything's set up, HP regen sources are pretty weak, and in Act 2 there's a lot of damage here that's pretty much unavoidable. So having some way to heal that is nice. I don't know how much I care about Fatality. Like, realistically, wouldn't I rather just have more damage? Like, I don't even think that's actually that good. I think it's kind of a meme. It's like the opposite of Fatality. It's like a Babality, which is adorable, but completely different. Stop. Stop. Just keep giving me the rampage attack. So again, part of the joke, okay, well, just keep, I mean, I'm just gonna keep taking it. They're gonna give it to me. Part of the joke here, right, is that if we look at our talent tree, is that power damage is increased by part of our attack damage, and this attack damage is multiplicative with the blessing attack damage, which is why we're hitting for a lot right now. There are other builds of this. There's definitely a Thorns build in here that's very adjacent to this one, where you go full tanky. Take max life. You go full tanky and take Mort and get the other aura. They basically added 2 garlics to the game, and then you can also take Nin's. You know what? Let's take Curiosity. We really don't even, like, we don't have to take legendaries when they show up, because we are so likely to find them. We know that they're going to show up again. It's a weird change with the way the gear works. I don't know how I feel about it, because legendaries no longer feel super legendary, I don't think. You know what I mean? Like, one of the cool things about the first version of the game, like prior to this, right, was, oh, just give me attack speed, was that legendary things, when you got them, it felt like, oh, we're about to pop off, right? Like, you know, this run's a win. You got your I don't know, whatever legendary of choice that was crazy. You get your Day of Judgment, Pandemonium, whatever, and it feels amazing, right? You get your Taste of Time. Now, every run is basically guaranteed to give you the legendaries from the gods. And I feel like that takes away a little bit. Like, the more I've played, I still, like, I am greatly enjoying the game more than I did previously. But the one thing that's missing is the feeling of like, oh, I got that super rare blessing, because there aren't super rare blessings. I will take rampaging attack. They just keep giving me that, so whatever. So I do think there's something for there. I mean, maybe they could add mythic blessings or like, and like dual god blessings that are like super like rare things. I do think having some like, I don't know, blessings that you cannot count on in every run adds a little bit more fun to the game, so that you have just like god run attempts basically. But maybe that's just me. That's a personal thing. I'm not, if that doesn't get added, I'm really not going to care too much. Different style of game, right? And you do have to devote some gear to this. All right, we're going to banish Divine Shield and probably Celestial Wings, and I'm just gonna reroll here. There's Inner Peace. Did this get buffed? Wait. It wasn't 0.5 before, was it? Wasn't it 0.3? Experience per life point, 1.2. There was a patch today. There's no way they buffed Inner Peace, right? Like, is it already counting some of the stats I have? I'm so confused. There's no way. Maybe I'm Delulu. You know what? Maybe that's what it is. Just, I'm full on Delulu. I just came back from the gym from the gym trip with my wife, and I'm like a little bit tired, so maybe I've just lost my mind. Anyway, yeah, that makes this a lot stronger. You know what? Maybe it's less. It feels a little bit weaker. I don't know. What's going on? 0.5% regen? Was it maybe like 3% before? I don't know, man. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. It's still insane. I'm sure you guys can let me know in the comments. Let me know. Also, let me know what you take from the shrine. The pickups, extra rare items. Curious. But anyway, now we have a strong source of regen. So it makes the whole thing functional. And then we're kind of left to our own devices now. We can do what we want. We will take snap up. PD is nice, but we're going to snap up protection only because that puts us over the threshold of armor here, so that we're getting the benefit from our talent that scales off every 100 armor. Also, extra armor isn't bad. Like, our actual damage reduction is currently, where is it? 64%? 62%? Plus 6 damage reduction? This is added to your armor reduction percent? Oh, okay. So yeah, we take 62% less damage. That's pretty good, honestly. So this build is like pretty easily handling 45 right now, I would say, and we could also definitely improve it. We've kind of just really put all our points into into Rampaging Strike, which has worked out fine, honestly. Like, I think it's been really good, and that's one of the nicest changes about the patches. I can really just build whatever I want. So there is a trick with this guy. Yeah, I'll take it to 9. So I don't actually have Retribution yet, but if you level up Retribution, one thing you can do is stand under the Acid Cloud. Retribution being the thing that does like Thorns damage. If you have Thorns damage and enough block, You can stand underneath the cloud and kill him because it counts as damaging him. It's a neat little trick. The same thing applies to laser cats. Basically all the beam stuff. There's a lot of enemies who are susceptible to that. If you can sufficiently tank the damage, you're in a pretty good spot. So yeah, I do think this build, I mean, I know a build very close to this cleared D100 not long ago. Also, someone was able to beat D100 with no talent points on Kront, and it's apparently legit. There's no like voice or anything on the video, but if you want to look it up, it does exist on YouTube. But light rays is normally very good. It's just kind of late here. I'm gonna let it be a viable option when we reroll. I'll just take radiance, that's fine. But I think with the appropriate gear, you probably can clear. You know, if you high roll on your gods without talent points, you could probably clear D100 without any talent points, because gear is extremely powerful now. To the point that I almost feel like, okay, it's time to mix it up a little bit. Day of Judgment. I mean, it's either that or light rays. The benefit of Day of Judgment is that it only takes 1 point to be good. This is going to take a lot of investment, and I don't really care to do that, so I'm just going to take Day of Judgment. It's fine. That does mean no rock hands, unfortunately. No JoJo's reference, but maybe in the next video. Maybe when I do the Maris run. She's very cast heavy. But it's okay. It's okay. This is pretty good, right guys? Like, you weren't expecting me to come out here with an Aberon build and just start rampaging striking people for the easy clear. I will take attack damage, honestly. All right, now we grab Master Piety. Piety? 3.14 TY. Hello, cat. The only problem with Rampaging Strike is the knockback, but the area buff is pretty nice. All right, cat's been slayed. I don't want to know how that they got that audio, though. It's a little concerning. Shrine of the Dragonflies. I'll take more attack speed. One thing I haven't really talked about is Chrom a lot. Bloodlust got a huge buff. You can now put points into it, and it can become like quite a lot of attack speed. It still works the same way. Are we pandemoniuming? Pandemoniuming? It hits 1, 2, 3. One of those is Might, one of those is Radiance, and the other one is Earth Spike. So here's the thing, right? We could wait and just get this later. Like, that's a fully reasonable thing to do. We could also take Reprisal, which is okay, but doesn't really matter. Leveling up Protection is acceptable. I kind of want to save Pandemonium, honestly. I think I'm gonna just take Protection. I know that seems really weird, right? But with the amount of legend offers we have, and we have both other legendaries from Justice, we're gonna see Pandemonium again. It just kind of makes sense. And I think we can get probably like 2 more skills worth of value out of it, realistically. It also means that if we see expert offers, they're like, you know, we can kind of treat those as future master offers, because we're not at a spot where we're like struggling or anything. I mean, or we could just get master offers and, you know, whatever. Powers have a larger area. This is good if we hit the other powers that we're after, like Earth Shield, I think. I don't know, that might have been a waste. That one is really good with if you are using Mort and Justice paired. Because then you have two, basically two garlic effects and you have good stuff going on. I guess, no, see, now we alterate and we're start looking for other stuff. Let's reroll here. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know why it's all novice offers, so we're just gonna use our dice. First strike got buffed. It was 400% before, now it's 600%. Huh. That's weird. Also, Lifeline is a kind of a buff to our XP gain. I guess I'll just take first strike, whatever. I don't know how good it is because Radiance is gonna hit them before I hit them. I guess it's okay with, I don't know, it's probably not that good. It's probably would have been better to take life there. I don't think it matters all that much. These things are the worst for me. I really don't know how you're supposed to dodge them. The bombers later on, I can dodge. Those things, nah. Couldn't be me. Rock Shield, sign me up. This thing's incredible, by the way. It is an orbiting shield like Holy Bible, right, from Survivors. And you can throw the rocks for a hefty chunk of damage. Might be hard to tell because it's getting blended in with all the other damage, but it does a lot. We'll take some more life regen because life regen is good, and we will keep upgrading Rock Shield because the more you level it up, the more you get whatchamacallit, the faster the rocks respawn after you throw them. Now, if you're really lucky and you build, like, well, not really lucky, but if you have enough stuff and you roll the right gods, you get Nin, you get Mort, you get Justice. You can play a no attacking build and just let the rocks orbit around you and full on power damage, which is pretty cool. Obviously, we're like a super attack heavy. We're much more Zealotin. I don't know. I don't know why we keep getting novice offers from Crom. What I do know is that we are absolutely shredding all of their opponents right now. Like, this is a very, very strong build. It obviously helps that we have like almost constant exalted status from our weapon and talent tree. But then, like, just did that rock just hit for 30,000? Okay, yeah, the rock hits for 30,000. Why not?
Mountains take centuries to build. There is strength in discipline, mortal.
We are all going to take a moment to appreciate Nin right now, as I have not done it yet. This is some insane art, and if anyone wants to point me in the direction of some R34 stuff for this game, as cringy as that may be, go ahead and, you know, you can ping me on Discord or whatever. It's fine. This character looks awesome, and she's super cool. She's like the training person. I guess this is a weight here, right? And like these are weights and like these are weights, obviously weighing her down. She's strong and she's got a giant rock. But yeah, the design is impeccable. Some insane illustration. Well, summon damage is useless, but 15% cooldown reduction means more quakes. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of what like I would call this build. This character. I mean, I guess now we take blood swords. For the sake of applying rupture. I don't want to put any points into blood swords, but that way we have a rupture applicator. So now we can find bloodlust in the pool. So now we can find bloodlust in the pool. I guess we just upgrade blood swords to expert. It gives it an extra sword, which is kind of important. And once we get bloodlust, then we have like an attack speed buff, and you know, it's kind of the same deal as it was before, where attack speed either comes from gem high bloodlust or gem high or bloodlust. That's it. But in addition to that, Earth Spike's fantastic, but I'm gonna take Great Wall just to have a dash. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Changed my mind there last second. But in addition, they added attack speed to Summer's kit, which is really cool. I guess we take luck. I don't know. We're doing status damage. Hey, Insect Queen. I'm not really that concerned, to be honest. There is a starfish-looking legendary over there. Not the chocolate kind. That is a joke that 12-year-old me would have loved. Okay. Let's go grab this. Oh, this actually just gloves. Well, you know, gloves and starfish are basically the same. Maybe the gloves are made out of starfish. I think if you were to make a glove out of starfish, it would be pretty handy, honestly. Is that a thing? Do people make gloves out of starfish? I'm not like, I'm memeing a little bit, but I'm also kind of curious. This is I think we take rampage attack. Just keep buffing our attack. Oh, goodness. Oh, Averon, you're so good. He's not quite Lorien strong, but he's close, I feel like. One thing's cool about this shrine is it stacks, so if you were to get 5 of these, then every time you dash, you get the Divine Wings. It's pretty good. Casts don't matter. Strikes also don't really matter. Master of the Skies gives us some more movement speed. One thing I really hope... I'm gonna put on auto attack here for a second to readjust to my chair.
The best of...
One thing I really hope and would like, if they were to like look at other bullet heavens and learn a lesson, Nordic Ashes. If you've seen it on my channel, I've been playing it a lot recently. If you haven't seen it before, I highly recommend checking it out. It's pretty cool. Obviously, this is my favorite of this genre, but that one's pretty high up there. It has a thing on its mini-map. I'll take evasion, it's fine. It has a thing on its mini-map where it shows all like the altars and shrines and everything that exist. I don't think this needs one, because like it shows you when they show up. But I think it would be cool to have something like an arrow on the map or something to show you where your nearest shrine was to you. We're gonna reroll here. See, we held off on Pandemonium. Now, Radiance, Earth Spike, Mountain Might, Protection, and Blood Swords. That's enough. We got like an extra, that's what I said earlier, right? It was like an extra two levels out of it, basically. If you consider that each upgrade from expert to master would have cost a level.
Fates. We make our own fates, mortal.
She needs to appear in an anime. That's all I'm saying. Mountainous Might to master, huh? Nah, that's unnecessary. Let's just, I mean, nah, let's take Rock Shield. We do be rockin'. That's tough if Avatar: The Last Airbender was a hentai. That's how kind of how I feel. Don't look that up if you're like under, 18 or at work. For sure. That would be bad. Thankfully, the audience for this channel is mostly like 1845, with a few outliers above that. Shout out to the old folks who watch. Appreciate you all. All right, 17-minute cats. Let's go. Don't even have to attack. Don't even have to attack. My presence is too strong. Call me Escanor. Really in an anime mood. I need a new anime to watch, I think. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I basically didn't watch anything last season except for JJK and One Piece, which, you know, One Piece is permanent and I read JJK weekly, so that's, I think anyone who's watched the channel for a little bit knows that there's a lot of references to that. The new one this week was wild. Absolutely wild. Side note, if you read JJK on the weekly and you read the official translation, you should probably stop doing that, or, you know, you still support it however, but read the fan translation because it is completely different. The guy doing the actual translations for Viz is like fucking it up big time. Like, it's really bad. Like, entirely different meanings to certain things. You're basically reading a different manga. So, or if you maybe you stop because it was too confusing because of that, you could try again. But yeah, just you know, PSA to anyone who may be interested into that sort of thing, or maybe been a victim of bad translations. It happens. Not like it's an easy job. I'm not even blaming the guy. It's just like, you're getting a different story. It's like if someone wrote Harry Potter, but instead of the Chamber of Secrets, it was just called the Chamber of Voldemort, or something like that. Or Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, but instead of the Half-Blood Prince, it just says Harry Potter and Severus Snape, the Half-Blood Prince. To be like, well, that's a spoiler when we talk about the Half-Blood Prince for half the thing, and then it's like the big of a reveal, and it's like, oh, well, I already knew that because it's on the title. Let's not translate things so poorly, please. But, you know, it happens, whatever. It's fiction. Nothing to get upset about. You know what is something to get upset about? Is these damn Green Goblin wannabes with their bombs and their magic carpets. Need to get the hell out of my arena. We could take powers. We could take any of these, but I think it's kind of a miss. We only care about things that increase our damage right now. This is... Only having 2 powers is weird too. Retribution is one that we wanted a while ago. I'm gonna take it because it's still 5% healing. And we don't really care about the damage from it here. It was a 7% healing, which is good. You could also just take Reprisal. Sure. Now we're power capped. It's fine. Summoning Ameturine of Wisdom. So also the shop reset seems to be fixed now, so you can, you know, do your shopping, and that means we have tier 2 gear to actually buy, which is a big upgrade. The Evil Wardrobe, holy, that's just a cube. Trapped in claustrophobic darkness, you deal more damage to the cursed. It is a chest piece for any character that gives you 30% more expert offer, 60 armor, and you basically just get to go one tap the first boss. That's a very unique item. I'm gonna be honest, that's a weird one. Like, I like it. I'll never use it. I'm just gonna face tank the Jin, whatever. Like, I don't, whatever. We're not even a tank build, really. I'm just here. The Jin, not here. Oh, there's some stuff. Oh, do these hurt? They do not hurt. Okay, commenter who mentioned that, I forget your name, I apologize. Shout out to you. You're correct. They do not hurt you after you step on them. Strategically fried rice. 888. I mean, I don't think I'll ever use that, but that's a lot of dice. Strategically fried rice. So there it is. Averon, the champion. With, look at the damage on Rock Shield at just level 5. 6.7k DPS. Pretty good. But also 6.4 DPS on our main hand attack. Like, this is the change that is so good about this game, is that we can actually do that now. Plus, like, it's not just that. There's a lot going on here. Earth Spike didn't do much because I didn't invest in it enough. If you invest in it a lot and some strike damage, it can go up to, like, I was doing 50k earlier per hit, every 3 hits with Scotty Run. But yeah, it's pretty sick. I don't know how I feel about the whole, like, again, the legendary thing, but it is what it is. Just see if we got anything good here. But while I'm doing this, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and like. And if you feel like leaving a comment, that'd be cool. If not, that's fine too. This staff has +4 strike projectiles, which is a significant amount. And it's very interesting. Pretty cool. Maybe be able to do something with that. But yeah. Also, go follow me on Twitch if you haven't. Sometimes I might be playing other games there. Sometimes I might be streaming over there instead of YouTube. It's one of those things. I'm still trying to figure out how to go about it. Also, this staff is pretty okay too. Bunch of staffs. But yeah, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate you guys watching. It makes me feel great, makes me a day, and thank you. And for that, here's the outro with my 2 cats looking adorable, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Jeff out. Bye.